This is Chris. Had a thought just like 5 minutes ago. I was thinking about my coffee and how coffee we used to be considered bad for you, and now it's kind of in vogue as, if not exactly a health food, then something that, you know, at least it's not bad to drink and might actually benefit you in some way or another. And, you know, I always kind of, how do people figure this out? Or how do we get it so wrong? And then 10 or 15, 20 years later, we find out we were wrong, and now all of a sudden this is okay. It's kind of like with saccharin, which was, you know, going to kill everybody. Now everybody acknowledges it's probably, it's not the best thing in the world to eat, but it's not bad for you. And you got me thinking about medical studies. You know, you see the commercials on TV for all these drugs that come out, and they tell you what great things they're going to do, and then you think, wow, that's really a great deal, until they start listing all the potential negative side effects, and you're like, what? But somehow these drugs get put on the market, and they get put on the market because somebody funds a study. Some big drug company funds a study about how it's, and I think it's all pretty much, I don't think it's science. I think they just do what they need to do to get something approved. Hence the laundry list of negative side effects. But it just got me to thinking that, you know, these days, and I'm really just kind of restricting myself to the medical field and drugs. Science only learns what it's paid to learn. Science does not learn anything else. Science is totally dependent on money to find out anything. Isn't that an amazing thing? For example, we have all, like I've said, we have all these drugs out there, and, you know, it's like, I would have to think long and hard before I took anything I saw on TV, because I don't want to have a seizure, and I don't want to have a heart attack, and I don't want to have bloating, and I don't want to have headaches, and I don't want to have nausea, and I don't want to have any of that stuff. I want to be made well. And we've got all these other things, you know, and we would call them alternative medicine today. And you wonder if any of those things might be as effective as what the FDA has approved, but yet you assert that maybe they are. And the first thing the medical community would say is, well, you can't prove that because it hadn't been studied. And it's like, but it hasn't been studied because nobody's putting up any money. And you being the medical community, aren't really interested in doing any research that you're not getting paid for. And I think that's, you know, it's one of those things that's kind of irritating to me. It kind of ticks me off, you know. It's like aspirin, for example. Who knows what the health benefits of aspirin are? We know some of it. We know some of it, but we don't know all of it. If somebody would study it, we would know. But nobody's going to study it because nobody's getting paid for it. If you have any questions or comments, please do so in the section below. Like and subscribe. Think about this, but like and subscribe. We appreciate it when you do. We'll see you on the next one.